Hi, friends. How's everyone doing out there? It's good to see you all and people who will be joining. My name's Erin Gallardo, and I'm one of the founders of the Neuro Collaborative. And I'm excited to talk today about a hot topic. So thanks for joining in. So I'm one of the, like I said, I'm Erin Gallardo. I'm one of the founders of the Neuro Collaborative. And hey, Sarah, oh my gosh, yay. And we created a community for neuroprofessionals to grow their confidence, craft their dream career, and expand their impact in every way. So happy that you're here to join us today, because this is a really important topic that we wanted to address. It's really a growing concern in our field and in our culture, really. It causes anxiety, loss of sleep, crankiness, even depression. And this is so true with our go, go, go hustle culture. And it's really now being recognized more as a problem and something that we should be doing something about, which is a good thing. And what I'm talking about today is burnout. So it's a really important topic to me, and it's important to address because it's super prevalent and it really sucks. So I know what burnout feels like from personal experience, and maybe many of you do too. So, I'll just give you some examples of how I realized that this was happening for me. But looking back, I used to say things to myself like, "Oh, I'll sleep later. I've got to get this done." Or, I really don't need that much sleep. There's just too much to do. And really that was so untrue, because I love sleep. I used to feel like being busy was a good thing, like it meant I was doing something really important. And when people asked me how I was doing, I always responded busy, because I always felt so busy. And if I wasn't busy, it basically meant I wasn't working hard enough, or maybe I was just lying because I didn't want to say busy, but I always felt busy. I idolized the people who seemed to get so much done every single day and didn't take time for themselves. I admired people who stayed up late answering emails or responding to an email super early or on the weekend. My schedule was packed, and even though I felt exhausted, it felt both like I had to do that because that was the kind of worker that I was, and to be honest, it just kind of made me feel more important because I just had so much to do, and it just kind of felt good to have a lot to do. I constantly felt like I was just never getting enough done, and I needed more time. I always felt like there wasn't enough time in the day. Maybe that sounds familiar for some of you. I was drinking too much coffee to where I would just become so tired and jittery. I couldn't focus, and I just felt run down a lot, like I was about to get sick. I was numbing myself with food. I would cry and break down pretty much weekly. My poor husband. I would become cranky and snappy at people, losing my patience easily, only to then be like so mad at myself for being an asshole. My sleep was disrupted. I even had anxiety in my dreams. Like I would dream that I was drowning. I got sick really often. I used to get cold several times a year, and then I would get mad at myself for getting sick because I was failing and I couldn't get stuff done if I was sick. So it was always my fault. I always felt like there was something wrong with me because, like, why couldn't I just do the same amount of stuff or as much as another person was doing? Why couldn't I just be better at everything? I would constantly be asking myself. And why was it so hard for me to just do all of this work? Why couldn't I just do it? I don't know. It was just such a rough place, and our culture really honors that person who's just working all the time, hustling and grinding, and I think it's just so easy to fall into that trap. So that was kind of what happened with me too. And if you've ever felt like you were so busy you couldn't manage everything at work, like you had so much on your plate that your personal life was suffering, or like there's never enough time to get everything done, you're not alone. And those of us in healthcare, we're particularly susceptible to burnout, not to mention the status symbol of being busy in our culture, how much that holds. And, plus with our giving hearts, we're so passionate, we're really prime candidates for becoming burnt the F out. So If this sounds like anything you've experienced or are experiencing, you may be burning out too. And I want to give you some other signs to look out for so that you can just really be aware of what might be happening for you. So some of the other signs for burnout that you might look out for are if you're feeling cynical or critical at work, if you're lacking energy to be consistently productive, if you're lacking satisfaction from your achievements, if you're using food, drugs, or alcohol to feel better or to numb yourself, if you're having physical symptoms like headaches or stomach or bowel problems or back pain, if you dread going into work. So some of these things are also signs that you could be burning out. And there's really a lot of reasons that we can feel this way at work. And I'm going to list a few things that might be happening for you, or that you could kind of recognize that these could be ways that could lead to burnout for you. See if any of these ring true. One reason that you might be feeling burnt out is if you have a feeling that there's a lack of control. So maybe do you feel like you don't have the ability to influence decisions that affect your job, or your job has a lack of resources for you? That could be a way. Your job expectations are unclear, and the degree of authority you have or what others expect from you is unclear. That can lead to these feelings of burnout. You have dysfunctional work dynamics or colleagues that are really difficult to get along with. You feel isolated at work and maybe also in your personal life. You have a work-life imbalance where work is just taking up so much of your time and effort that you don't have the energy to spend with your family and your friends. And also you try to be everything to everyone, or you take on your clients' issues as if they're your responsibility to fix. So all these things could be reasons that you might be getting into burnout. And honestly, feeling burnt out really sucks. It is no way to live. And the good news is you can do something about it. You do not have to believe that you need to work so hard for your money, for your respect, for your admiration. You do not have to buy into that hustle mentality, or to think those who are answering their emails 24/7 are somehow more dedicated or better than you. And you don't feel like you don't have to burn the candle at both ends in order to get ahead. I promise. And honestly, there are long-term consequences of burnout and chronic work stress as well, like chronic fatigue, physical disease and pain, depression, disruption of personal relationships, lots and lots of shame, self-hate, and regret. Yuck. Ugh. So, yeah, we don't want to be in that. And honestly, I'll say it's taken me a number of years to unwind myself from that work, work, work mentality and hustling for my worthiness. A lot of things have helped me along the way. I took a mindfulness-based stress reduction class, and I learned how to meditate. That was super helpful. Changing my schedule around as much as I could, learning how to say no to things, listening to Brene Brown, Tara Brach, things like that have been very helpful along the way. But honestly, the biggest thing that made a difference for me was really just debunking those myths about hustling and being busy, and asking my question, is busyness really a status symbol, or does it actually really suck? What do I really want to do with my time? What's important to me in my life? And mostly really just listening to my own body and my own desires. I was working so hard because I really didn't think I was worthy of much. And working so hard at something made me feel better, like I deserved the money that I was making. I felt like I had to work harder to earn admiration and respect from colleagues, even though I kind of even blocked that from them also because I didn't really feel like I deserved it either. But really just listening to myself and realizing that I matter made a huge difference in my health and in my happiness and in my relationships. Sleeping when I needed it versus just pushing through has helped me to not get sick when I feel like I'm being run down. Exercising, taking myself less seriously, having fun with my husband and friends, doing things that bring me joy, and saying no to things that I don't want to do or that are going to make me feel resentful later has been really huge. And of course, not believing my thoughts when they say I'm not doing enough or when they make me feel unworthy. Those are huge things that have made a big difference for me. Yeah, I mean, it really sucks, honestly, to feel like you're not deserving or worthy of love and belonging. It sucks to feel like you have to earn your way into someone else's respect and admiration because you don't love yourself. It's time to challenge your beliefs about working so hard and evaluate what is really important in your life. And it's time to challenge your beliefs about money and time. It's really time to value what you think and how you feel. So it might not even be enough actually to change your job. If you don't address the internal stuff that contributes to burnout, you're just going to carry it with you to the next place. So if some of these things ring true for you and you can really investigate inside with kindness what might be going on, it's really worth doing. Because honestly, like, what do you really want to be doing with your one precious life? This is like our only chance, right? Please leave some comments if you've ever felt burnt out, or things that maybe have helped you through or helped you get out of being burnt out. Maybe you're still struggling and we can really relate. We can help each other. We'd love to hear from you and hear what's going on in your personal relationships and work relationships that is stressful. I want you to know that you're really important, and there's never been and will never be another you. No one will ever have the same ideas or gifts as you, and you need to take care of yourself. We need to take care of each other and cheer each other on for taking care of ourselves and honoring ourselves. That needs to be the new change that we make, not the hustle mentality. So please, in the comments, if you have any thoughts or reflections or anything you want to share, just share that with us. This is a really important topic, I find, in neuro PTs and in healthcare and PTs and in the culture, honestly. And we're going to be jumping on more Facebook Lives this week, so really hope you can join us for more of them. On Wednesday, I'm going to be talking about our Neuro Tribe a little bit more. We've been talking about how that's coming out again. We're opening the doors March 25th, and I want to talk about our success path that we have mapped out for the people joining the Neuro Tribe to craft their dream career. On Thursday, Claire is going to be jumping on again, and she's going to be talking about how to make your transition from one setting to another. So if you're thinking about making a big leap and move, you're going to want to join that one. And then on Friday, I'm going to come on here again and talk a little bit more about what to expect from the Neuro Tribe and the details of being a part of it, what it entails and involves, and answering any questions too that you might have about it, because we're going to be opening that up on Monday on the 25th. So if you're not in our Neuro Collaborative Professionals group yet, you definitely want to join that. There's a lot of great conversation happening in there, so make sure you get in there. Share this video with anyone you think might benefit from it. Anyone you feel like is burning out or at risk for burning out, please share and get them part of the conversation. Let's help each other. Let's elevate each other. Let's get better together. And if you want to learn more about our Neuro Tribe, go to neurocollaborative.com/neurotribe. You can find more information, lots of things on there. You can also ask us questions or email us if you have any other questions about it. And we honestly, for the Neuro Tribe, we only accept passionate, caring neuro professionals who want to create their dream career and expand their impact without burnout. So that is who we are looking for. And if you want to be a part of it, definitely reach out to us and let us know what you're thinking. All right. Thank you very much for joining. See you later.